Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to formally welcome you to the 2016 Black History Month program, sponsored to you by your very own African American Leadership Roundtable. Tonight, we will take you on a journey through time honoring eras in the African American culture. Black History Month, or National African American History Month, is an annual celebration of achievements by Black Americans in time for recognizing the central role of African Americans in U.S. history. The event grew out of Negro History Week. President Gerald R. Ford officially recognized Black History Month in 1976, calling upon the public to seize the opportunity to honor too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans in everyday era of endeavorment throughout our history. Other countries in the world, including Canada and the United Kingdom, also devote a month celebrating Black history. Tonight, we have in store some spectacular piano pieces and cream of the crop singers and dancers. And don't even get me started on our poets on the stage. Not only will you leave with insight on the African American history, but tonight is a night to have fun with your family and friends along the way. Tonight, we'll have a piece by Kristen Vaughn, Whirling Leaves, and a group song, Lift Every Voice and Sing.
African dances traditionally played an essential role in the culture of the tribes. Much more than entertainment, dances communicate emotions. They celebrate the rites of passage. And to celebrate the rites of passage and help strengthen the bonds between members of the tribes as a whole. And now the African Dance Troupe and landmark dancers present to you a wonderful piece.
What you wanna know? If you know, say you cannot stop. Doesn't matter what they say. Everything I do
Black artists, musicians, poets, and scholars. Next, we would like to present to you 3 pieces that each reflect our Black Renaissance in their own way. We have a spoken word with Tabu Diallo, Manquesha Kala, and Ivan Makocha, who will be reciting excerpts from Let America Be America by Langston Hughes. We also have a duet starring Chloe Burton and Will Craig-Baboon performing Lauren Hill's Killing Me Softly. And to conclude this next section, we have a fashion show for you, including various AALR members who would like to exhibit to you the evolvement of Black fashion throughout the decades. Thank you, and have a good evening.
Let America be America again. Let it be the dream it used to be. Let it be the pioneers on the plains to the land of King himself and his free. America was never America to me.
Let America be the dream that you can dream. Let it be that great, strong man of love.
It was never America to me.
Oh, let my land be a land where liberty is crowned with no false patriarchy, where opportunity is real and life is free. Equality is in the air we breathe.
There's never any America for me. Even in this home freedom, in this homeland of the free.
Then who are you?
That mumbles in the dark.
And who are you?
That draws and goes across the stars.
I am the weak, powerful woman. I am the red woman living from the land. I am the Negro wearing slavery scars. I am the immigrant clutching for the freedom I seek. But yet it was just with the plan of the dying world, almighty pressure beat.
I'm the young woman full of hope and strength, entangled in that ancient Ellis chain of profit, power, gold, and grab the land. Of grab the gold, grab the way to satisfy need, of work the men, take the pain, owning everything for one's own freedom. Torn from Black African strand, I came to build a homeland of the free. The free who set the free, not me, surely not me. Not with the millions on the leave today. Oh, let America be America again. Let it be the dream that it used to be. It was never the land yet, and must be the land where every man is free. It was never America to me.
Sure, call me any ugly names you choose. The steel of freedom does not stand. From those who live like leeches on people's lives, we must take back our land again. America.
Oh, yes.
I say it plain.
America was never America to me.
And yet I feel so.
America will be.
Killing me softly with his song, killing
feel like my cocky fresh. I'm so reckless when I rock my Givenchy dress. I'm so possessive, so I rock his rock never says. My daddy in Alabama, I'm a little Louisiana. You mix that Negro with that Creole, make a Texas now.
Only 50 years ago did we have activists such as Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X marching for freedom. Rights we take for granted today, such as drinking out of a water fountain, where to sit in a restaurant, where to sit on a bus, or even being able to use public restrooms, were rights that the great men and women who came before us fought for. So, Malcolm and Martin represent the different ways that you could possibly end discrimination, but they were not the only heroes. The fight against prejudice, injustice, Jim Crow laws, and oppression was a collective effort done by the NAACP, the Black Panthers, and everyday people such as you and I. We'd like to honor those everyday people who did extraordinary things tonight. And so we have some everyday people with extraordinary talents, such as Evelyn Vaughn, who will be performing Adele's Turning Tables on the piano, and we have the March on Norcross being walked to with the Martin Luther King Jr. speech, I've Seen the Mountaintop.
if I lived in China or even Russia or any totalitarian country. Maybe I could understand some of these illegal injunctions. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they haven't committed themselves to that over there. But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right. And so just as I say we aren't going to let any dogs or water hoses turn us around, we aren't going to let any injunction turn us around. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
Now, after paying tribute to the African culture, the Black Renaissance, and the Civil War, we will transition into the modern day. With this scene, we will bear witness to several spoken words, a video, and a tribute to the divine eye. The purpose of this scene is to highlight the work that still must be done for the advancement of African Americans, also how our history has influenced today.
Hi, my name is Evan Lester. Hi, I'm Taylor's.
Hi, my name is Station Frazier.
My name is Rashida Webb.
Just a regular old box braids.
These are called crochet twists.
It's a day 2 braid out.
I choose a lock line.
Flexi rods, buns, anything really.
Definitely crochet braids. It's the one I would invest in, I feel like, and I can add any type of color in there without putting any type of damage or dye in my hair. So I like to do that, and it's curly and it's pretty on me. Braid one, usually because it's not as spooky and crazy, and it looks cute.
I will wash it.
Argan oil, like their whole line, their shampoo, their conditioner, make a change.
I like to use a lot of olive oil and argan oil type things in my hair. I use Garnier Fructis, and I use usually like gel or hairspray.
I don't like it when people touch my hair
Why don't you like when people touch your hair?
because my body's nobody's body.
When people try to run their hands through my hair, it always gets stuck, so I try to keep it away.
I really don't like when people touch it or always ask me if I'm fixed and I'm not. Because they always don't think like black girls can have good hair.
I would say I'm 4B to 4C.
I'm not sure.
I'll say hair type.
Well, originally, when the slaves were coming over on this
slave ships, of course their hair was growing, and they decided to twist their hair. And white Americans considered the look to be dreadful, and so therefore the original name were dreadlocks because they considered us to be dreadful people, and the hairstyle was a dreadful hairstyle. So a lot of people decided to take the word dread off and call them locks because they are a symbolization of beauty and strength. So we lost the term dread.
Hi, I'm Shada.
And I'm Khadija.
And today in this video, we just wanted to maybe educate you all about African American hair and how to take care of it, what styles to use, what products to use, and just overall how to embrace it, because that's what's most important. So we wanted to start off by just explaining what the different hair types are. So you can actually divide the hair sectors into 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1 is like pin straight, and then there's 4C, which is kinky coils that are like really tiny. And so I am actually anywhere between 3C and 4A, which is, I don't know if you can see it, but it's maybe some coils, but not too tight, not too loose.
I'm 3A and 3B, which is similar to hers, but a little looser, and I have more wavy curls.
It's always good to know your hair type so that you know what products to use, how to take care of it, because, for example, 4C hair is actually some of the most vulnerable hair, and it's very prone to breakage, so you have to treat that with care. And so here are just a few examples of some products that react well with natural hair.
I love any product with olive, coconut, shea, any type of oils like that. But my favorite line is Shea Moisture to keep my hair moisturized and maintained throughout the day.
And what are some benefits from using oil-based products such as the curling gel souffle from Shea Moisture is that it's anti-frizz, which is very important when living in Georgia with all the humidity that we have. And you don't have to use like a coconut oil-based product. You can just use raw, organic coconut oil that you can get from the farmer's market or even Walmart.
Also, to maintain this moisture, one of the biggest methods that we're going to be talking about is the lock method, and this is LOC. It stands for liquid, oil, and cream. So basically, the way this works is on damp or wet hair, you apply an oil product, such as olive or coconut, and then on top of that, you seal it off with a cream product. This is to keep in the moisture as opposed to just putting it on and then letting it seep out throughout the day. Another important part in your hair is oil treatments. These are mostly used to promote hair growth, and what most people do is they use either hot or room temperature oil, and they massage it into the root of the hair like this to stimulate the hair follicles at the scalp as well as moisturize acne-free.
Other important products are for you ladies that like to keep your edges and baby hairs on fleek, and some gels that you may want to use for your natural hair are Eco Style and Pro Style, which is the black gel, and there's also Gorilla Snot, which that keeps it laid. I mean, stiff throughout the day, and it doesn't flake. But also, all of these products do depend on your texture, so you have to find the hair product with the right hold and the least flakage for you. Another very important thing that comes with managing your hair is how you style it. And so what's very popular are protective styles. And hence the name, they're used to protect your hair, but they can also look cute while doing so. It keeps the heat off of your hair, which is definitely damaging if you do it too often.
Speaking of damaging, it seems that the perm trend is finally dying down. Why do you think that is, Jada?
Well, I think that a lot of people are starting to become educated about relaxers and the chemicals that are in them, because a lot of the chemicals in relaxers are like sodium chloride and what they call no-lye chemicals, which are very damaging, and it can cause chemical burns to the scalp and to the skin if it comes in contact with it. And that's why when you get a relaxer, you can take it off after a certain amount of time because it starts to itch and burn. That's the chemicals reacting with your skin. And what relaxers actually do is strip the protein from your hair, so it strips off like a whole layer of your hair, just to get down into the actual fiber to straighten. So it's stripping your hair, which is definitely damaging because it's weakening it, and so that's why your hair is so prone to breakage and it looks so stringy after you get a relaxer.
I, for example, went through my transition phase in middle school and finally finished with completely natural by 8th grade. Now there's no curl in my hair and there's no gel underneath. With this growing natural hair movement is coming a lot of myths that we would like to be bumping on right now. The first of which being that natural hair is dry or brittle.
Which is partially true, but only to a certain extent, because the thing is that everyone's skin emits oil a lot differently, and just like your skin emits oil, so does your scalp. But so it's not that our hair is just dry, it's just that we don't know how to produce as much oil as we would like to, and so that's why we use all these products to retain the moisture and the hydration that we desire for our hair.
Another myth is that black hair doesn't grow, which is just completely false, as you can see clearly. Black hair does grow, but not by the standard of what Europeans may think. Our hair is meant to grow outwards, not down. So although it may seem short to you, pull it out and you'll see how long it can actually get.
Another myth is that nappy is an insult.
Nappy is actually just a word to describe kinky or coily hair. However, the word itself was never meant to offend, and we use it now today to describe tighter hair. It is not insulting, it's a hair type.
And it's okay because I'm definitely happy to be nappy, so I don't see this as an insult.
To go along with the pet peeves that we received in our survey earlier, please always ask before you touch someone's hair. That's not cute, this is annoying.
And it's uncomfortable, just like you don't want someone in your personal area or to touch you. You don't really want to just stick your hand in someone's hair and make jokes like, oh, it's stuck and this feels like carpet. It's rude, it's annoying. So maybe just always ask before you touch. And if they say no, respect it.
And also, for my natural girls and boys, if someone does make an insulting comment about your hair, instead of getting offended, use this as an opportunity to educate. Sometimes people say things without really understanding what it is that they're saying, and this is a great opportunity to explain some of the things that people may not know about black hair.
And most importantly, just embrace your hair. Whatever your hair may be, if it makes you happy, wear it. If you think it looks nice, wear it. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you're wearing it. So just embrace your natural beauty, guys.
I explore the reality. I show to Meagan, I can't help but stand out. All who see me feel their minds filled with doubt. I have caused countless deaths, lands have been ravished in my name, and still the understanding of my unimportance remains the same. I am prejudice, I am segregation, I am distrust, I am color.
Some might say the picture I painted is far too black and white, but for many years now, humanity has done its best to unite. Of course matters are improving, that I can't deny, but to say nothing remains to be done would be a terrible lie.
It is true we have a black president, but the racial divide remains evident. Young black men are still 28% more alike until we stop while whites walk free. Why don't we go back to the good old days of GWB?
I long for acceptance, I yearn for respect. Alas, I know this world of mine isn't quite ready yet. I wish to be invisible so that my bodies can be free. Free to be themselves and free from just being me.
I am everything and nothing, I am color. But let's keep it real now and I'll tell you what burns me to my core. It's when any white friend of mine says he can't take it anymore.
Then he's in a room full of blacks,
shying away from imaginary skin-dominated attack. Now I know it's all about what you're used to,
but if we can get used to being that out one's out,
they should too. I am everything and nothing, I'm color. If you see me,
then you have failed to truly see.
Even in our darkest hours, we prevail. We've been beaten, shot, and thrown in jail. Even faced centuries of slavery, but can you tell? These burdens we carry so well. Despite our broken hearts and scars, our melanin still shines brighter than the stars. Our greatness will not be suppressed by prison bars. Despite statistics and stereotypes, and the endless tears that I can barely wipe, mourning the loss of my brother who left behind a mother, son, sister, and a wife, and all the brown faces barely given a chance at life. Despite the fact that my sister has been pitted against me as she cuts her eyes at my lighter complexion within me. But if only she knew that I wish that my skin had been sun-kissed so thoroughly. Despite the fact that the Confederate flags still wave with pride, and all these issues America tries to hide, there are just a few things that I won't be denied. And that's a right to freedom, real freedom, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. These are my rights, and I need them. You can keep your privilege, but please just give me my rights. Rights for us all, me the color of sand, and my brothers the color of night. These rights, I won't take them for granted. I'll never forget the names that we've chanted. I'll make Martin proud, I'll make Malcolm proud, I'll make Trayvon proud, I'll make Sandra proud, and I'll make Tamir proud. I won't let these precious souls perish in vain. I'll forever remember the roots from which I came. Their hopes and dreams will live through me, and I won't stop until we know the real meaning of free.
one doesn't stand with two. You want our features, culture too, but wouldn't dare try on my shoes. You take what's not yours and label us thieves, mysterious deaths in jail, and the suspect walks free. Everyone sins, yet there's a nasty division between you and me. We cry over innocent brown people with names you've never heard. With no remorse at all, you defend your right to say the N-word. Confusing selfish with selfless, you don't understand that this river is still running through that minimum dam.
Get it, Bree? This is an original poem written by me called What's Going On. Police brutality seems like it only happens to the people that look like me. Scared to look in the mirror because the only thing that I see is the people that look like me are either in jail or dead on the streets. What's going on? Police crying, yellow tapes, mothers crying because her child is lying face down, unable to move or breathe. The police say I was just defending myself, but the body cam shows that he was just relieving himself of what? Anger, stress, I get it. My brother was just another black man waiting to commit a crime or to fall victim to the system that has been corrupt since the beginning of time. These things go unnoticed until someone pulls out a camera phone showing white cops laughing at, mocking the black man they just shot. Now the press is on the story and the mayor has to apologize, and that's going to change the fact that most blacks are ready to attack. But my people, how can we be so upset when we're the ones killing ourselves over street respect? Kids walking home from the playground, some getting shot in the second round. My people, please put the guns down. Don't want to turn to the law for help because in my neighborhood, it takes them longer to respond to our yoke. Beefing over territories and drugs, can we go back to the days of peace and love? Drugs have came into our communities to conquer and divide, a human race that once had so much pride. Who love their skin no matter what shade it came in. Black, white, yellow, or tan, we're all in this system together. We need to take a common stand. There was no division between the race that carried the pride of grace. Our music used to have a message that described our plights. Now it's filled with nothing but sex, drugs, and hatred, where all you want to do is fight. Someone try to close your eyes and take a trip down memory lane when music was music and brothers and sisters could sing.
Sing, Sydney.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like
A Brave and Startling Truth by Maya Angelou.
We, this peep on a small lonely planet, traveling through casual space, passing new stars across the way of different suns. to a destination where all signs tell us it is possible and imperative that we learn a brave and startling truth. And when we come to it, to the day of peace, Meagan, we release our fingers from this hostility and allow the pure air to cool our palms. When we come to it, when the current falls, when this will show of hate, and faces suited with scorn are scrubbed clean. When battlefields and Coliseum no longer rank our unique and particular sons and daughters, out with the bruised and bloody grass, to lie in identical plots in foreign soil.
When the rapacious storming of the churches, the screaming rackets in the temples have ceased. When the pennants are waving gaily. When the banners of the world tremble stoutly in the good, clean breeze. When we come to it. When we let the rifles fall from our shoulders and children dress their dolls in flags of truce. When landmines of death have been removed and the age can walk into evenings of peace. When religious ritual is not perfumed by the burning incense of burning flesh. And childhood dreams are not kicked awake by the nightmares of abuse. When we come to it, we this people on this minuscule and kithless globe, who reach daily for the bomb, the dagger, and the blade, yet petition in the dark for tokens of peace. We this people on this mount of matter, and whose mouths abide by cankerous words, which challenge our very existence. Yet out of those same mouths come such songs of such exquisite sweetness, that the heart falters in its labor, and the heart is quieted into awe. We, this people, on this small and drifting planet, whose hands can strike with such abandon, that in a twinkling, life is sapped from the living. Yet those same hands can touch with such healing, irresistible tenderness, that the haughty neck is happy to bow, and the proud back is glad to bend. Out of such chaos, of such contradiction, we learn that we are neither devils nor divines. When we come to it, we this people on this wayward floating body, created on this earth, of this earth, have the power to fashion for this earth. A climate where every man and every woman can live freely without sanctimonious piety, without crippling fear. When we come to it, we must confess that we are the possible. We are the miraculous, the true wonder of this world. That is when, and only when, we come to it.
I am not black. I mean, that's what the world calls me, but it's not me. I didn't come out of my mother's womb saying, hey everybody, I'm black. No, I was taught to be black. And you were taught to call me that, along with whatever you call yourself. It's just a label. See, from birth, the world force feeds us these labels. And eventually we all swallow them. We digest and accept the labels, never ever doubting them. But there's one problem. Labels are not you and labels are not me. Labels are just labels. But who we truly are is not skin deep. See, when I drive my car, no one would ever confuse the car for me. Well, when I drive my body, why do you confuse me for my body? It's my body. Get it? Not me. Let me break it down. See, our bodies are just cars that we operate and drive around. The dealership we call society decided to label mine the black edition, yours the Irish or white edition. And with no money down, 0% APR, and no test drive, we were forced to own these cars for the rest of our lives. Forgive me, but I fail to see the logic or pride in defining myself or judging another by the cars we drive. Because who we truly are is found inside. Listen, I'm not here to tell you how science has concluded that genetically we're all mixed and race in the human species doesn't exist, or how every historian knows that race was invented in the 15th century to divide people from each other and it has worked perfectly. No, I'm not here to lecture. I just want to ask one question. Who would you be if the world never gave you a label? Never gave you a box to check? Would you be white, black, Mexican, Asian, Native American, Middle Eastern, Indian? No. We would be one. We would be together. No longer living in the era of calling human beings black people or white people. These labels that will forever blind us from seeing a person for who they are, but instead seeing them through the judgmental, prejudicial, artificial filters of who we think they are. And when you let an artificial label define yourself, then my friend, you have chosen smallness over greatness and minimized yourself, confined and divided yourself from others. And it is an undeniable fact that where there is division, there will be conflict, and conflict starts wars. Therefore, every war has started over labels. It's always us versus them. So the answer to war, racism, sexism, and every other ism is so simple that every politician has missed it. It's the labels. We must rip them off. Isn't it funny how no baby is born racist, yet every baby cries when they hear the cries of another, no matter the gender, culture, or color, proving that deep down we were meant to connect and care for each other. That is our mission, and that is not my opinion, that is the truth. In a world that has sold us fiction, please listen, labels only distort our vision, which is why half of those watching this will dismiss it or feel resistance and conflicted, but just remember, so did the caterpillar. Before it broke through its shell and became the magnificent butterfly. Well, these labels are our shells, and we must do the same thing so we can finally spread our wings. Human beings were not meant to be slapped with labels like groceries and supermarkets. DNA cannot be regulated by the FDA. We were meant to be free, and only until we remove them all and stop living and thinking so small will we be free to see ourselves and each other for who we truly are.
Good evening, everybody.
So, did you guys enjoy the show? I don't think that was good enough. I asked you, did you guys enjoy the show? That's more like it. Now, this is the first time that we have had the Black History Month to be student-led. I think that's an achievement in itself, don't you? I want to take a second to recognize all the people that have helped out with this program. First of all, my peers. Give them a round of applause.
We also would like to thank members of the administration, such as Mr. Terry Bouton, who helped us to create this entire thing. As well as Ms. Gina Parrish, which helped us create this entire set, this coffee shop set that you guys see here tonight.
In addition to that, we have the people in the back, students Dylan and
Dylan, Brady, Brooklyn, and Meagan.
Without them, we wouldn't be able to have the lights, we wouldn't be able to have the audience. So give them a round of applause.
And we also would like to give a special shout out to our sponsors, Dr. Nia Vaughn, as well as Mr.
Thank you guys, the audience, for coming out here today to see us perform. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Thank you.
All right, I'll just say one little thing. All right, so the whole purpose of this Black History Month program, the whole purpose of every Black History Month program is not just to only highlight Black people, it's to highlight everyone. Because we are all here together. As you saw in the video, we're not here because we're not here to be different, we're not here to be segregated, we are here because we are all people of God, whoever we choose to worship. But the point is we should be united. So each year that we have a Black History Month, don't just think of it as celebrating just Black people, let's celebrate everybody. Because we are all in this system together. So when you leave here and you go out and you walk around the school and you go off and graduate, remember that you are not just here to recognize yourself, but you're here to recognize everybody else that you see with you. So take that with you when you leave the Black History Month program. And thank you again for coming.